Hey guys, welcome back to the Learn RE Photography channel, where we help content creators learn the art and business of real estate photography. So get ready, because today we're going to be diving into the 5 steps to capture that high-end, luxury-looking architecture photo style, and I'll talk about the differences between real estate photos and architecture photography. Fancy. So step 1 is to get your gear ready. And the first step is to make sure that you have all of your gear prepped and ready to go. This sounds like a no-brainer, but let's go through it. This includes your camera, your lenses, your tripod, and any other accessories you might need, like batteries. Set your camera to 3-shot HDR with either 2 or 3 stops in between each photo. This is gonna help a lot with editing later on. And now when it comes to lens choice, in real estate photography, we use a nice wide-angle lens most of the time. I probably shoot at 16mm for 95% of my real estate photos, because those types of photos are meant to showcase the layout and the features of the property as quickly as possible to help the potential buyer make an informed decision. Now, when it comes to architecture or interior design photos, we have a totally different goal. They're meant to tell a story, so choose a lens that is a bit more cinematic, like 24mm, 35, maybe even 50-85 or beyond. Architecture and design photos evoke emotion and showcase the unique aesthetic elements of a space. This could be the textures, the materials, etc. So the zoom can really be helpful. Of course, you can always look at tilt shift lenses, which can really help with clean lines and angles. Next, you want to choose a tripod that can get nice and low and also extend nice and tall. Using a geared head for your tripod instead of a ball head can really help line up perfect angles later on. I like the Manfrotto 410. There's a lot of options out there. Some people use an off-camera flash, but I won't be using it today. Flambient is a popular way to enhance the natural light, but can also be a little bit tough for newbies if you're trying to dial in all those different, things. Step number 2, you want to turn off the lights and set the mood. So step 2, you're at the location, and now it's time to get shooting. Turn off all of the lights to eliminate any color casts from lamps, creating weird colored lights and color casts. This will allow you to control the lighting in the room and create a mood with a clean, natural light that really shows the design of the space. Step number 3, choose your focal point. Now finally on to step 3, it's time to highlight the design elements of the space. While real estate photos are usually taken with minimal staging to give a clear picture of the property's layout, interior design or architecture photos usually involve staging the space with really cool items and furniture to enhance that overall feeling. Remember the aesthetic? This could include things like unique lighting fixtures, artwork, or furniture pieces. Interior design photos often have a specific color palette that is used to create a cohesive look, while real estate photos typically have a neutral color palette to kind of appeal to a wider audience. As the photographer, you'll want to talk with your client ahead of time to connect on their vision and understand what is most important to them to capture. Is it a specific piece of furniture, an updated fixture, maybe an emotion? Now that you have your subject in mind, it's time to start capturing your photos. Step number 4, find the best angles. So with step number 4, in finding the best angles, it's time to start looking for one-point perspective photos. Because in these types of photos, all vertical and horizontal lines are perfectly straight, and the center point is where all of those lines converge. You'll have to adjust your tripod, of course, to make everything line up. Turning on grid lines and the digital level in your camera is a great idea here, or even adding a bubble level to your tripod. As I mentioned before, using a geared head tripod with a tilt shift lens can really help you capture those perfect one-point perspective shots. Of course, don't be afraid to move around and experiment with different angles to find the most flattering or interesting shots. Like I said before, interior design photos are meant to showcase the design elements and aesthetics of a space, so get creative. Interior design photos often have much more complex compositions, including vertical formats, while traditional real estate photos tend to be 100% horizontal, leading to straightforward, easy to understand photos. Now we're getting to the end here, and this is step 5, adding people to the photo. Now this is kind of an optional one, but many interior design photos, as you look through magazines, have people in them to show how the space is used, which contrasts completely with real estate photos that typically do not have a single person in them in order to keep the focus entirely on the property. Interior design photos showcase the purpose of the room and how it's used, while real estate photos focus on the potential use of a space. Interior design photos with people in them can also help to give a sense of scale to the space and add some warmth and energy to it. You'll want to work with your client to find someone who can help out by walking through certain shots. With a slow but not too slow shutter speed, you can create a nice blur as they move through the image. All right, so once you've got everything captured, it's time to head home and work your magic on the computer. Now, I won't cover editing here today, but there are plenty of amazing resources out there to get that natural, airy look that helps define architecture photography. And there you go. That's it for today's video. We hope these tips will help you take stunning interior design photos with the lights off and from the best angles. Let me know in the comments if you have any additional tips or tricks that you like to use. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. And check out the Learn ARRI Photography course link down below. It's got a $200 launch discount. Hope you learned something new. Thanks again for watching.